Hey guys, what's up? This is take 2. I got a phone call doing take 1, so let's try and get this done again. Okay, so finished objects. I finished the Wonder Woman shawl, and I know the top is a little off. The the short rows on this side turned out okay. The short rows on this one, wait a minute. The short rows on this one didn't turn out okay. But I made it work. You can still see the point. The top I tweaked it and it's somewhat even. The person who it's going to, she's not a crocheter or a knitter, so I ain't worried about it. How about that? It's finished. It's done. And I never want to do another one of these unless I am bedridden or something and I ain't got nothing else to do. The first part up until these short rows right here was fine. I took out this row of yellow right here, God knows how many times, counted and recounted. Got stitch markers out, and every 20 stitches I marked it off and checked my stitches, and my count was fine. But for some reason, just when I was doing the short rows, they just were not working out for me. And so I was like, you know what? It is what it is. And I tweaked it. I finished it. It's done. And I can't wait for it to get out of my house. And so I also finished, I showed you guys my husband's Christmas stocking I was working on. So I finished his Christmas stocking. Let me see. Let's stuff some yarn in it so we can count it. It's a big stocking. Somebody was picking on me. Who was that? Bar was picking on me, talking about you're going to have to put a lot of you should have made it smaller, so you're going to have to stuff it with some. This stocking is his stocking. Okay, so this is his Christmas stocking. I ain't stuffing it with jack. It's decorative. If he wants stuff in it, he'll buy stuff and stuff it himself next year. That's how I feel about that Christmas stocking. That's how I feel about Christmas in general. Okay, so I do not like the commercialization of all these holidays. It is just another way for people to lose their minds, lose their money, and get further into debt if they are already in debt. And if only I had this point of this view of things in my teens and 20s. But you learn, you live, and you learn. So I finished his stocking, so that's done. So what am I working on right now? The next big project I need to finish is my brother. You can see that blue back there in that basket. That is my brother-in-law's blanket. So that's the next thing I need to finish. The large item I need to finish. The next large item I'm going to be chaining on, because it'll be a poncho, it'll be a crochet poncho, will be a poncho for me made out of that yarn I got from AC Moore for the last video I did. And so I had this how much yarn I had left over from doing the Wonder Woman shawl. And this is probably the previous video, my scale, the battery is dead on my scale, so I got to buy some batteries for it. But this is very light. And I've used out most of the core on this ball of yarn. So it's very loose and squishy, so I don't want it to lose too much of its shape. It's probably around 100 yards, a little over 100 yards, if that. And so I'm going to make some fingerless gloves with that. It's enough, I think it's enough to make a pair of little short fingerless gloves in there. Now, I finished my husband's fingerless gloves and his scarf. And so I'm working on my youngest daughter's fingerless gloves, and she wanted this Vanna's choice. It's called I don't know if you can see the color. You can kind of see that hint of that purple. It's actually called Purple Print. It's like some gray, some purple, charcoal gray, lavender, darker lavender, more earth tone purples. But that's what she wants for the ribbing on the bottom and the ribbon across the top. And then the body of the glove, she wants this gray. This is impeccable from Michaels. And she wants this gray for the body. So that's what we're doing. Well, that's what I'm doing. So this is how much I have done today in between all of finishing the other shawl and cooking and stuff like that. Because since I didn't have to go to work, I'm making a big pot of stew and, wash the dishes. Stuff, just little things that mostly like during the week, you hit and miss here and there trying to get stuff done. Taking the laundry downstairs, stuff like that. I only got maybe 2 rows, a row or 2 done on my socks. And that's pretty much it. I played around, moving around my yarn stash and trying to make sure like my acrylic bins are all lined up. But the bin at the top is like gift yarn that people gave me. Some of it, I think I have 2 Jane C. Bretts left from all that Jane C. Brett that Jan sent me, that Jan Carruthers sent me from the UK. I have a couple of skeins of yarn that Sarah Hepworth sent me. Lana, I have some of the yarn she sent me from Mexico that she gets when she goes on to Mexico. And the other things in that top acrylic bin are like Mary Matson kits and stuff. So some of the large items that I want to make are things for me. And like the poncho, I want to make, there's this video on YouTube for a sweater that I want to crochet. There's a couple of t-shirts that I have the patterns for from Etsy that are crochet t-shirts that I want to crochet. So I have different things I've been making plans to do for me. And of course, there's the Rhinebeck thing that I still haven't done. So this might be my year, Sharon, to actually make me a Rhinebeck sweater. Keep dreaming. Anyway, so that's pretty much all that's going on with me. I am not, now that I have the yarn to make my poncho, I am not trying to buy any large quantities of yarn. Unless someone else is paying for it and it's something that I'm being paid to make. So that's that. But, it took my husband. He was out there digging out the car, digging out the driveway, digging out the street so he could get my car down the street for like 3.5, almost 4 hours before he could get the car out of the neighborhood. No one came out and helped him. Nobody came out and helped him. But as soon as he was gone, here comes all these people clearing off their windshields and stuff so they can drive down the street easily now that he's done gone out there and done all that work. These people in this neighborhood it's ridiculous. It's like, you work hard, and you can't catch a break. And it's like, it's just crazy. It just gives you more motivation. It gives me more motivation now to save and to figure out what other ways to save money so we can get things in the house fixed that need to be fixed so that we can maybe find within the next my goal is the next 5 years to be out of this house and into a smaller house with more land. that's my goal, my next 5-year goal. Be further out in the country, more land, less house, a single story or a 2-story house, because my knees simply cannot handle going up and down all these stairs anymore. And maybe even somewhere warmer. Somebody give us jobs out in Arizona. buy a house and give us jobs out in Arizona somewhere. And I don't want to go to California, but being in California, don't ever want to go back to California. Okay? Other than to visit a day or two here and there, and then out. Outie. You know, not to live no more. You know. So, yeah, but I wouldn't mind a warmer climate. Because my arthritis is like kicking my butt now. So thank you for all the new subscribers, if I have any new subscribers. For the guys who watch my videos regularly and look forward to them, you know, I really appreciate it when you guys let me know that, you know, hey, you know, where are you at? When are you going to do a video? It makes me feel good that there's actually people out there listening to me rant and rave and showing you the yarn that I make when I'm spinning, the fiber I'm dyeing, just the things that I do with my crafting, or whether I'm just doodling and stuff like that with art. And I really appreciate it a lot. This was an outlet for me to try and help me get through some depression issues, and share my life with people, and to help me, hopefully it helps me improve the way I look at people, because I'm one of those people who I sit back and I watch people. I'm a people watcher rather than interacting with people. So that's what I've been working on the last couple of years, is learning how to interact better with people. And it's hard when you come from a place like me. I prefer to be alone, because if you're by yourself, you don't have to worry about anybody hurting you. You don't have to worry about anyone saying something that's going to offend you. You don't have to worry about saying, because you're socially awkward in a way, you don't have to worry about offending someone by saying the wrong thing to them. And this has helped me a lot, helping me get through that and working through that, you know. So I really do appreciate you guys and your input and things of that nature. It means a lot to me. So, and I know, like, a lot of people are like, oh, but you talk to, this is different. It takes me, once I get to know you, I have no problems, you know, starting a conversation with you and stuff like that. But until then, I kind of, you know, keep people at arm's length a lot. Now, I also go by how, you know, vibes. So for me, that's a big thing, because if I get a bad feeling about somebody, I am very standoffish from that person, and I don't want to be around that person if I get like a bad feeling. I've always gone with my gut instinct on people, and it have served me well. That's just me. You know, if it has served me well. And once I get to know people, I open up to them and talk to them, you know, things like that. I'm working on me still, and I'm a work in progress. I smile more than I used to. My face is gonna get all wrinkled now, and but I am smiling more. I'm trying to be a better, happier person. And that is no easy feat, but I'm working on it. So on the health front, I think I'm doing pretty good with my new diabetic regimen. Taking my sugars, taking my insulin, waking up with insulins in a under or at where they 110 or below where they want it at is awesome. To roll out of bed, check your sugar, and it's where it should be, is awesome. And even if it's higher than where they want it, it's not stroke level high. You know, it's under 200, and I can easily take 2 or 3 units of insulin before I go and get ready for work, and then take my blood pressure medicine and cholesterol medicine, go downstairs. I usually do protein in the morning for my breakfast, so it's usually a couple of eggs and my coffee, and I'm out the door. And then I have my lunch and things, and then check my sugar at work. So it's not hard because needles never bothered me. I mean, I grew up giving my grandma. I learned how to give shots when I was a kid. My grandma taught us how to give her insulin shots. So needles and stuff never bothered me. So the part of it that bothers me is the fact that how long it took me to get to this place of healing. Not just with my diabetes, but emotionally and everything too. And the fact that because my sugar level in my liver and all this other stuff is out of whack, my pancreas all this stuff is out of whack, how, what part did that have in my emotional issues? Everything's supposed to be working together, but when you got several parts that are broken down, how's that affecting other things? So I'm doing some research, there's some studies out there. Just because, diabetes affects every system in your body. Why wouldn't it affect your psychological well-being and the hormones you're putting off for mental health and whatnot? So, yeah, that's one of the things I want to look into. If any of you guys got any experience in that, or, you've already did the research, or your doctor's already discussed stuff like that, so shoot me a PM and let me know, what did you find out or what did you learn? And that's another thing. That's part of the problem, is a lot of people don't talk about this stuff until it's too late, or until they find somebody else that's suffering from it. And it's something that needs to be discussed. And it's not one of those. It's not a easy fix either. I lost all this weight, and changed my diet, changed my habits, and my sugar was still going on a roller coaster. And that's the thing that was so frustrating. It's like, what else can I do? I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, but it didn't fix it. And the main thing with something like diabetes is you can't see it. It's inside. You have to constantly check your sugar to see what's going on. You don't know when your pancreas is working. So you can have drops in your sugar levels because now you got too much insulin running around. So it is a very time-consuming disease, and it's a very annoying, irritating disease because you don't have total control. It's a disease where there's checks and balances. You're constantly checking your sugar levels to see what you need to do to keep it balanced. And that can be frustrating. You got people who act like because you're checking your blood sugar, the world's about to end. Oh, you shouldn't be doing that out here. People might be afraid of needles and blah, 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 or the sight of blood. Blah. It's a freaking little teeny drop of blood. You can barely see it. And if someone is afraid of that, and especially if they're a female, you need to sit down and you need to shut the hell up because you're full of crap. Because every month, unless you've gone through menopause or had a hysterectomy, you deal with a hell of a lot more than that. And see, stuff like that is what gets my blood pressure up and gets me on my rants. Because I like, look at this person, and I said, do you get your monthly still? Oh, yeah. I said, then you need to go somewhere and sit down and get out my face before you get your feelings hurt. And the person, like, looked at me like I was the crazy one. I'm not crazy. You're over here talking about needles bother you, the sight of blood bothers you, but you're a female and you get your monthly. You must keep your eyes closed when you're cleaning yourself in. That's all. I know it's kind of a gross topic, but we're women, and men, if you're not a man, if you're with a woman, you should know about this stuff anyway. Even if you're a father, or even if you're not interested in women, if you got women in your life, there's gonna come a time when you gotta go to the store for them. So it ain't no secret. Whether it's your mother, your sister, your nieces, or whatever, what have you, well, you're gonna come a time when you gotta go to the store for them. Believe me, almost every man I know have had to go to the store for the females in their family to purchase products. So yeah. So people need to stop that crap. I'm not going into the bathroom and stick my finger with a needle in the bathroom. Ain't gonna happen. Okay? I have no problem sitting at a corner table with my back to everyone, minding my business. Can't nobody see what I'm doing, but you chose to walk over there and then you had something to say. So you chose to invade my personal space, so you got to deal with the consequences. That's how I feel about that. They have like I don't even know if they have a mother's room at this site yet. But we don't have a room for the diabetics to go that's clean and sanitary for us to go and prick our fingers and check our blood sugars and give ourselves our shots. I normally go to my car and do this, but because my husband's car has to go in the shop, he's been driving my car, dropping me off at work and picking me up. So I don't have the sanctity of my car to check my blood sugars and stuff. So I have to find places at work to check my blood sugars and give myself my shots. It is not a bathroom, because I am not going into a bathroom and then poke my finger with a needle and then turn around and stick myself in my little fat roll here with a needle. That ain't gonna happen in the bathroom. It ain't gonna happen. Okay? So yeah, so that's what's been going on with me and whatnot. People need to learn how to mind their business. It's just some things, if you was curious about it, you want to be educated on it, and fine. But don't come over and trying to be like, act like I'm doing something wrong. You know, because you people just need to mind their business. You do things that are nasty and disgusting, and that's okay. But someone pricking their finger and the drop of blood is so small, it's ridiculous. It's like, okay, I'm gonna let that go. So, that's pretty much it. I've been working on clearing off my desk so that I can start drawing for like an hour or so before I go to bed every night. I need to start sketching and drawing and stuff. That's one of the things I've always wanted to do more of each year. And this year, I just haven't got around to it. As you can see, I have not dyed my gray. Well, it's like a silvery white. And it is like heavy across the front. But the funny thing is that my widow's peak is turning black again. It used to be white through there, but now my widow's peak is turning black again. And it's hard to tell. And like over here, it's, the silvery gray. But then like through here, it's like sparse. It's like, all throughout. I don't know what my hair is doing. But, yeah. I don't know if I want to dye it or just let it go gray. But the thing about it is, I'm so sick of some of these young people asking me, what color gray is this? Yeah. Yeah. That's how out of touch with reality some of them are. That you gotta ask somebody, oh, what color gray is that? What product are you using? Au natural. And the girl actually pulled out her cell phone and started looking it up. Yeah. Come on, y'all. You can't be that stupid. You really can't be that stupid. Because ain't nobody going nowhere to get their hair turned gray like mine is, just across the front, and leaving the Willow's Peak black, and then pulling the hair through a net just to... Ain't nobody going through all that trouble unless they in a freaking movie, okay? Alright. So I'm going to let you guys go. I was waiting for my husband to get home, but he got to drive slow, and he'll be here soon. And I got to oil my scalp and oil my hair. The thing about the diabetes is the texture of my hair is changed. If when I wet it, it feels normal, but overall it's like coarser feeling than what it used to be. And it could be because it's going gray too, so it's like a double whammy. Yeah, but the gray hair doesn't feel that bad. It feels kind of soft. It's just coarser, and I need to it's about time to cut it again. It's getting too long. So I'll go and make the girl at the beauty parlor cry. I mean, guys, it grows back. It's hair. It's gonna grow right back. And she acts like the world was ending when she was cutting my hair. You'd think somebody had killed her best friend. Why'd you want to cut it? It grows right back. It grows right back. I got it cut, God, like 4 or 5 inches cut off the last time. And it's already needing to get the ends cut again. And that was just in October. And I'm already ready to get some more whacked off. And this hair is everywhere. Oh, it's actually attached to my head still. But, yeah. So that's that. I'm just killing time because I don't feel like going back down the stairs. But I gotta go down there and check on the stew. I love making stews. And I did not have any tomatoes to put in my stew. And I was not a happy camper. Because normally I have several cans of the tomato, the cubed tomato with the basil and stuff. And I didn't have any tomatoes to put in my stew. So it's not going to be, it's going to be like a hearty stew, but it's not going to have the tomatoes. I shouldn't be eating the tomatoes anyway because I'm allergic to them. And the endocrinologist, he was like, so you're allergic to tomatoes. Do you eat them? I'm like, I grow them and eat them. He's like, but why would you eat something that you're allergic to? I said, I only break out in a little rash and my back itches. I take a Benadryl and I'm good. And he's like, but you're having an inflammatory response to a food product. It's not just your skin that's having a response to the tomatoes. Your insides are having a response to the tomatoes. You just can't see it. He's like, so if I was you, I would try to avoid tomatoes and tomato products. So I'm like, I don't know if that's going to happen. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. We'll see if I can avoid tomatoes and tomato products. Not if my husband makes lasagna. So, yeah. I need to, trim my ends right there. Just snip it. Probably do it in the morning when I go into the bathroom. There's a lot of mornings when I wet my hair and I comb it out, and then I'll just take and just pull it down and just snip all the way around. I'll just pull it and just snip. And They'll be like, "You been cutting your hair again?" I'll be like, "Why?" They'll be like, "Because there's a bunch of hair in the trash can." I'm like, "Well, yeah, but that's all I've been doing. I should plan it up like this and go to work with it looking like this." But yeah, I mean, look at all that gray, y'all. What am I gonna do? Because I'm still somewhat young looking, and I got all this freaking gray hair. Ugh. Alright, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm gonna go downstairs and check my stew. I wish I could give you some. Y'all will be alright. Take care.